Hello, good morning, and welcome to today's class. We begin this morning's class with the topic consumer goods. Yesterday, we had done up to intermediate good and final goods, and we brought out their differences. We brought out 5 differences between intermediate goods and final goods. Today, we talk about consumer goods. Okay. Now, consumer goods are those goods which satisfy the wants of the consumer directly. You can kindly make a note of that. Consumer goods are those goods which satisfy the wants of the consumer directly. And these goods are available for final consumption to the consumer. For example, examples of consumer goods are milk, bread, food, shirt, pens, shoes, televisions, etc. These are those goods which satisfy the wants of the consumer directly. Now, based on these, consumers' goods are of 4 types. Consumer goods are of 4 types. What are those 4 types of goods? The first one is durable goods. Durable goods. What are durable goods? The very name suggests durability, means last long time. So write down the definition. Those goods which can be used again and again in consumption over a considerable period of time are termed as durable goods. Goods which are used again and again in consumption over a considerable period of time, they are termed as durable goods. Second good is semi-durable goods. Semi-durable goods. Now, those goods which can be used for a limited period of time are called semi-durable goods. It can be used for a limited period of time only. Now, some examples would be shoes, clothes, crockery, etc. If you take a pair of shoes, well, you'll wear it maybe 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, after which you would have to change your pair because they will be worn and torn. So these are semi-durable goods. The third type of good is non-durable goods. Non-durable goods. What does the name suggest? Non-durable goods. So those goods which can be used up in a single act of consumption, which can be used up in a single act of consumption, are known as non-durable goods. For example, bread, milk, paper, food grains, vegetables, etc. These goods are used up in a single act of consumption. The fourth kind of consumer good is what we term as services. Services. Now, services are rendered to the consumers for direct consumption by them. And these are non-material goods These are non-material goods. The examples of services are services of barbers, doctors, teachers, hotels, banks, etc. The services are provided to the consumer for their direct consumption. So you have the services of barbers, services of a teacher, the services of a doctor, the services of the hotel, and the services of the bank. These are just a few examples of services. So there are four consumer goods: durable goods, semi-durable goods, non-durable goods, and fourth was services. Now we move on to the next, which is capital goods or producer goods. Capital goods or producer goods. What are capital goods? Write down the definition. Capital goods are fixed assets of the producers. Capital goods are the fixed assets of the producers. Now, plant and machinery, equipments, tools, stock of raw materials. These are goods which are examples of capital goods. Examples are plant and machinery, equipments, tools, stock of raw material. These are examples of capital goods. And producer goods are those goods which help in the production of other goods. So producer goods are those goods which help in the production of other goods. Only those fixed assets, only those fixed assets of the producers are taken as capital goods which are used in the process of production for several years and which are of a high value. Also, capital goods involve depreciation. Now, what is depreciation? Depreciation refers to the loss of value of a fixed asset in use owing to their wear and tear. So depreciation refers to the loss of the value of the fixed asset when it is in continuous use, owing to their wear and tear. Please put one note now below your notes. And the note will read as all capital goods, and you make this note, all capital goods are producer goods but all producer goods are not capital goods. So what is the note you have put? All capital goods are producer goods, but all producer goods are not capital goods. Because producer goods are normally single producer goods are normally single use goods like raw materials, which are non-durable goods, while capital goods are repeatedly used in the process of production. Capital goods are repeatedly used in the process of production. They are durable goods. Thus, all capital goods are producer goods, but all producer goods are not capital goods. So the reason was producer goods are normally single and capital goods are repeatedly used. Okay, producer goods are single use goods like raw materials, which are non-durable goods, whereas capital goods are repeatedly used in the process of production and they are normally durable goods. So that is why we say all capital goods are producer goods, but all producer goods are not capital goods. Come to the next heading, factor income and transfer income. Factor income and transfer income. Also called, in brackets you can write, factor payments and transfer payments. Let us begin with factor income. Factor income, write down. Factor income refers to the income which is received as a reward for the factor services in the process of production. What are the four factors of servicing? Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurs. So we say factor income is the income which is received as a reward for these factor services in the process of production. For example, what does land will get? Land will get rent. What will labor get? Wages. Capital will get interest, and the entrepreneur will get profit. So the rewards for the factor services are rent, wages, interest, profit, etc. So the four factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Their rewards are rent, wages, interest, and profits. Next is transfer payment. Transfer payment refers to the income which is not received as a reward for the services. No service is rendered for transfer income. For example, gifts in cash, scholarships to students, unemployment allowances, old age pension, etc. So these are income which is not received as a reward for services, but they are no services rendered. These are just a transfer payment. Okay, like gifts in cash, scholarships to students, unemployment allowances, old age pensions. These are all transfer payments. Next. Next topic is stock and flow. Stock and flow. Stock. What is stock? Stock is that quantity of the economic variable which is measured at a particular point of time. So stock is that quantity of economic variable which is measured at a particular point of time. For example, national wealth, money supply, national capital, etc. These are all stock variables. So something which is measured at a particular point of time, economic variable which is measured at a particular point of time is termed as a stock. Flow. Flow is that quantity of economic variables which is measured during a period of time. Flow is that quantity of the economic variable which is measured during a period of time. For example, national income, consumption expenditure, national income, consumption expenditure, etc. These are examples of flow variable. These are measured during a period of time. Now, the national income is taken as an accounting year over a period of time. Consumption expenditure, it is measured over a period of time. So they are called flow. And a stock is that quantity of the economic variable which is measured at that particular point of time. Like what is the national wealth at the moment, point of time. So this is the difference between a stock and a flow. Next, excuse me, meaning of the circular, meaning of circular flow of income. Meaning of circular flow of income. Now, circular flow of income, write down, refers to the flow of money income and expenditure for goods and services across different sectors across different sectors excuse me, of the economy in a circular form. In other words, the circular flow of income is defined as the flow of payments and the receipt for goods and services between the different sectors in the economy. So circular flow of income is defined as the flow of payments and the receipts for goods and services between the different sectors in the economy. Now, there are three different phases of circular flow of income, which we will do tomorrow. Since we are running out of time today, we will do the excuse me, three different phases of the circular flow of income tomorrow. Till then, all of you have a nice day. Stay safe, and keep yourselves safe.